Welcome to today's live stream, Crypto Legends. How is everybody doing? Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. Today, Friday, we'll be analyzing the situation here for Bitcoin, getting a little bit of choppiness here at the $60,000 range, going to 62, 61, 63. We'll be analyzing the local situation legends. We're taking a look at the higher time frames, analyzing here. This has been super strong, super massive monthly candle close here in February, and it looks pretty bullish. However, we are hitting some level of resistance regarding Fibonacci. We'll be analyzing the higher time frame. Could we see a pullback in March before the halving happening in April? Only 43 days left. Technically, it is 50 days left, but however, we are seeing massive speed here with the block generation, and it says 43 days. So yeah, around about mid-April, we should be seeing the Bitcoin halving, and we're having a very bullish monthly close here for February. Now, as you can see on the previous cycles, just after the halving, we were having these massive monthly huge candles. Now we can see this has been the best monthly close for the last 3 years. It's been the best monthly candle in the last 3 years. So very, very bullish. Just around the corner, we can see the halving. And after the halving, we have seen massive bullishness. We did see yesterday, I got some stuff here that we want to talk about. We had the biggest inflows on the ETFs yesterday, being over $7 billion, okay, in Bitcoin. The last one was 4.6 billion, which was on the launch date. And just on Wednesday, we saw $7.6 billion in inflows from the ETFs. This is huge. It's the largest one in one day. We can see, obviously, the Bitcoin market cap being at, by the way, there is an altcoin here that I bought a bag, which is Unibright, that is absolutely rocketing here during the last couple of days. Unibright has been absolutely popping at the moment. It's one of my high risk, high reward potential altcoins. I do believe that an altcoin season is around the corner. We are seeing some altcoins absolutely popping, and I was just taking a look at a few of the altcoins of my bag, and Unibright is one of them that is getting some significant pumps finally during the last 24 hours. So very, very nice to see. Talking about Bitcoin, $1.2 trillion in market cap, and we can see the ETF inflows just being 7.9 billion yesterday. So this is just like, this is only from ETFs. Then you need to add up other institutions that are buying Bitcoin separately, you know, retail, other millionaires, obviously adding up, and this is growing relatively fast, of course, during the last few weeks. We have the halving in a matter of less than 2 months, right? Let's keep it that way. Is this extremely bullish, guys? Let me know right away in the comment section. Are you bullish on Bitcoin? Bitcoin to all-time high before the halving. I am going to ask that right away on a poll, guys. Will Bitcoin hit all-time high before halving? Let me know. Or is this a trap? Is it a big, massive trap? We're going to get a major crash in March, April, right? Let me know right away on this poll, okay? Will Bitcoin hit all-time high before halving, guys? Let me know right away on the poll. I'm going to say hello to the community first of all before I go through the technical analysis. What could happen here on Bitcoin, of course, on the lower time frame. I got Solana here, but don't want to take a look at Solana here just yet. Want to focus on Bitcoin, of course. And we'll be talking about the major levels more internally here on the lower time frame, so make sure to stay tuned, and also talk about the higher time frame levels, okay? Keeping it relatively simple. We are at the 0.88 Fibonacci from the all-time high to the low in November. We're just dancing around at the 0.88 Fibonacci at the $62,000 range. Now, something curious that I want to explain here, that, you know, once the price hits the 0.88 of an impulse of a downtrend, okay, in this case of this downtrend, there is high probability that the highs will be taken at some point. Of course, as this is the higher time frame, we could be expecting several weeks till we hit all-time high, maybe getting a corrective move. Now, what I want to explain here on the lower time frames is when you do hit the 0.88 Fibonacci, okay, from a move down or a move up, so from this massive wick down here, so we can take a look at the high created here on Wednesday to the low here, you can see how you hit the 0.88 right over here, and you do get a retracement to the 618 getting a bounce. Now, like I said, 0.88 is also a rejection level. You like to come down many times to the 618 Fibonacci and get a reaction right over there. If we were to apply this on higher time frames, could there be a possibility that we could retrace all the way down to the 618 Fibonacci? It happens many times on lower time frames, on higher time frames. That would take the price all the way down to the $50,000 range. So we've hit 0.88, high probability in hitting all-time high, but potentially before we could come down to the 618. Now, this is definitely a possibility, especially if we consolidate at this range for the next coming days and we possibly test the highs from Wednesday above $64,000 and create a double top. I'm going to explain how this is a high probability when we form this range on the lower time frames right now. With this consolidation, we need to considerate that if this high is taken, it could create a swing failure pattern, okay? That is definitely a possibility, just knowing that the 0.88 is massive resistance and it could get a larger retracement move. I'm going to go through the lower time frames right now, guys. Remember to destroy that like button if you enjoy the content. I'll really do my best with the analysis, going through the comment section, listening to you, looking at your altcoins, you know, giving my opinion. So if you do appreciate my time and content, you know what to do. Just smash up that like button here as you are joining in or leaving the stream. And I'm going to go right away through the comment section before I go through my technical analysis on the lower time frames, okay? Lower time frame technical analysis, 15-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame to look at that more internal ranges, okay? I'm going to explain what happened yesterday, something that we analyzed in the Legends trading community as well, okay? First of all, let's go through the comment section. I'll be taking a look at some altcoins afterwards. I can see Pratesh, Frank, Mariela Porto. How are you doing? I can see Mark Dutch as well here in the comment section. Thank you very much, my man, for joining the stream. 77% says new all-time high. I'm selling. Let's take a look at the poll. Hey, hang on a second. Where's the poll? Was the poll not created? Where is the poll? For some reason, I can't see the poll. Was the poll created? Where is the poll? It got hidden. How many people are saying? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. 74% says yes. 26% says no, that we're not going to hit all-time high before the halving. So there's quite a lot of people quite bullish here that think that we are going to hit that all-time high. Whew, is this bullish? Or, you know, the general market, the general people, you know, the retailers, such as you guys watching, me, myself, you know, are we bullish? Are we too bullish? We're not going to hit all-time high. We're only $8,000 away from hitting all-time high. $7,000 actually. $7,000 away from hitting all-time high. Will we manage to hit it, guys, before the halving, which is in approximately in between 40 and 50 days? The poll is at the top of the chart. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, thanks, Mark. 73% says yes. No says no. Aditya, how are you doing? Thanks for joining the stream, my man. 25K coming, says Nizam. Oh my goodness. Nizam is very, very bearish. Very, very bearish. $25,000 coming. Did you sell any Bitcoin, guys? Did you sell any of your spot Bitcoin here at these levels? I did around about the $50,000 range. Did sell a little bit. Now we got a massive rocket move. I'm not selling anymore at the moment. Happy to hold that bag for the next several months, right? Did you sell any Bitcoin at this $60,000 range? Let me know right away in the comment section. I hope to buy back at $50,000, says Luca. This is the thing. There will be a lot of people that want to buy cheap, right? So that pullback that happens, right? You know, are you happy to buy Bitcoin at $50,000? Would you be happy to buy Bitcoin at $40,000? I think a lot of people would be very, very happy to buy at these levels. So you need to question yourself. Will we get that chance? Will we get that chance to buy cheaper Bitcoin from $60,000 in the next coming weeks? I don't know. I know there's a lot of people that want to buy cheaper now. People understand, you know, I'm starting to get these messages from old school friends, right? Old friends that I haven't seen in 10 years. They only follow me on Instagram and, other social media. And they're starting to ask inflows here just on Wednesday being absolutely crazy, 7.6 billion. We could not fight against this, guys. This is real. This is real. It's happening. It's data. So, yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Something very curious about the Google Trends, right? When we go to Google Trends, when we compare 2020, the ETF, of course, when it got launched, we had massive research on Bitcoin, right, on Google. This is, you cannot compare what is happening right now. There's really no people searching about Bitcoin on Google. You can see the peak from 2021 was huge. And if you do take a look at Google Trends right now during the last few weeks, it is extremely low. Retail are like, I'm not going to fall for this Bitcoin thing anymore, right? They're kind of fearful. People that did invest or did start buying, right, at these levels back in 2021, people are like, yeah, I'm still not buying it. Maybe when it goes to $100,000 plus, then maybe you're going to start seeing Google Trend, Bitcoin Google Trend absolutely skyrocket. And that is definitely something to take into consideration. I think this is a great indication of where the peak could be on Bitcoin once Google Trends, the Bitcoin Google Trend starts spiking up, getting close or breaking the all-time high of 2021. You can just go to Google Trend and put Bitcoin worldwide, and you can see how it's very, very low compared to 2021. And of course, 2021 in April was the peak, right? Was that first peak. Then in November, Google Trend was absolutely massive, right? It was like that, it went through the roof. And if you compare it now during the last few weeks, Google Trend is very, very low. What does that mean? Well, proper retail, right? Millions of people retail that are just not in the market yet. So this is a great indication of when the peak, right, the proper bull run peak could be close. Check out Google Trends, right? Just put Bitcoin on Google Trend and just follow the break of the all-time high from 2021, right? That would be one of the most accurate indications, all right, to know when the Bitcoin peak is going to come, guys, all right? That is just it's like math, right? It's just like that. It's going to happen. So that is definitely an indicator that I would use to realize where the peak could be for Bitcoin. And I think obviously the Bitcoin Google Trend will definitely rocket as soon as Bitcoin will break all-time high. The moment Bitcoin starts breaking all-time high, going to $70,000, $80,000, that is when we're going to start seeing Bitcoin going on media, social media, everywhere. You're going to start seeing people from gaming, people from, car dealerships, right? People from everywhere, people that are cooking, right? All of these cooking channels starting to talk about Bitcoin, right? That is the moment where we're going to see Google Trend going absolutely bananas. Everybody talking about Bitcoin. That is the moment we want to consider taking some aggressive profits, right? For all of those people that have been hanging around here buying Bitcoin during the last few years. Definitely something to take into consideration, legends, all right? Just a little tip there for what is to possibly come in the next 6 to 18 months, right? ETFs are changing the algos, says NextCar. They all moved over to ChatGPT, lol. They still think BTC is a scam, says Vanilla Funk, and Google is so 2020. TikTok is the tool. Well, yeah, but anyway, still, Google trends will go up. Obviously, once Bitcoin breaks all-time high. It's definitely a clear indication. Moonboot Boy, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Seb, I can see you in the comment section here. Likes. All right, let's go through the technical analysis here on Bitcoin, guys, on lower time frames. Let's talk about here what has been happening, right, for all of those traders, all of those people that, you know, are looking for levels to trade. And I'm just going to talk about what happened here yesterday, right? What was mentioned on the Legends trading community. The Legends trading community is where I post every single day. I talk about the lower time frames, possible scenarios, have different plans, different levels where the price could react, and we can get into a nice trading opportunity, right? And let's go right away here with the Legends trading community, just talking about the levels here, what could happen, what levels could react. And of course, one of them was that $60,500 range where we had the previous day point of control and the 618 from the low of the flash crash, that massive long squeeze. We had a massive long squeeze drop here that happened on Wednesday. And of course, what happened, we got a relatively nice recovery, and was talking about, hey, I like the 618 with the previous day point of control, likely to get a bounce at least to the lows here, getting a nice $500 pump at least to get into a nice scalp day trade scenario. That 618 Fibonacci when we were trading here at this range of $63,000. And we can see here that previous day point of control from yesterday's price action. Okay, we were talking about this price action. We talked about the previous day point of control right over here, getting that beautiful bounce at the $60,500 Fibonacci low here from the crash to the highs, bouncing to perfection here at the 618 and the previous day point of control, getting that nice rally of $500. It ended up in a rally of over 1,500, but we are level to level traders, right? We do not hope that we are going to break a resistance level. We do not know if it's going to break it. We trade the level and take profit at certain levels. And that is basically it. Whether the price does go up then or goes down, it doesn't matter. We are in and we are out with good risk management and high probability trading setup. We don't wish, we don't think that it's going to go at a level. We trade the levels that are mentioned, and we talk about the take profit zones, and that is it. Then if the price moves up or moves down, it doesn't matter. We are in and out of the market taking those profits. And if you want those updates, of course, that are obviously better than the ones on YouTube that I do post every single day. Also with 𝗬vault, which is another coach in the Legends trading community. You have the Legends trading community, okay? If you want to improve your education in trading, seeing how we detect those levels to get into those trading opportunities. So let's go right away, okay, through what are the most important levels today and tomorrow. What are the next ones here for free on YouTube that I would consider looking for a trading opportunity? And of course, that for me here would be the previous day point of control. When we do take a look at the previous day point of control, which is sitting at $63,000 exactly, this is a level to take into consideration. Previous day point of control right now, which would turn into a naked point of control, right? Naked point of control right there. We can turn it here in the pinky kind of reddy color right there. And this level over here is very close to the highs created today. We created some highs here at the $62,800, okay, just a few hours ago. That is very close to this level. Could it struggle to break the highs of today? Hit that naked point of control. We want to take a look at some Fibonacci levels. Let's mark that previous day value area high. Very interesting level as well. We need to mark that level on the chart to take into consideration, see if there is any Fibonacci confluence as well at that previous day value area high. Let's get this off the chart. We can take a look at, we can get this one off the chart as well. Previous day value area high also from before yesterday off the chart. We can see that monthly level as well has been a great level to take into consideration during the last few days. Not too much in between yesterday and today. It's been, you know, very, very choppy. We did get a bit of support today from that monthly level of 2021. I like to leave it on the chart, you know, just in case. Let me just take a look at the monthly, because the monthly candlestick, you know, when we take a look at the monthly candlestick, guys, we have closed the monthly below the month of October and November open of 2021. You can see that monthly candle closing yesterday beneath the monthly level. I don't like it, because what happens many times, guys, do you know what happens many times? When you close a monthly beneath another monthly from a few months ago, or a couple of years in this case, what the price likes to do is to fill the wick. It likes to fill the wick, either halfway or either most of it, okay? You like to fill part of the wick, okay? In this case, you did hardly fill part of that wick. So it's something to take into consideration that we could see a red month here in March. I don't like it. We've closed beneath this monthly candle. Look what happened here with this month. Obviously, you can see here how you created that wick and then a massive move down. So this is why we need to take into consideration in March, could we move above $64,000, fill that wick here from February, and then turn the monthly candle here in March red? It is definitely a possibility, guys. It happens many, many times, and that is something to take into consideration as we've closed beneath the monthly levels of October and November. So let's pay attention in the next coming days, guys. I would be a little bit skeptical if we were to hit $64,000, getting above the highs from Wednesday, analyzing the situation to see if we are going to form a failed auction and then get a crash in the next coming weeks. Just a correction, right? Not a crash. We've been pumping like crazy during the last few months. We do have an important weekly level, a weekly level that has been not tapped, okay, which is sitting here at 65,560. This is the weekly close and open from November of 2021. You can see here we have an untapped weekly level. We know that these levels are very, very nice. They do act as resistance or as support. We can see a weekly level right over here, as you can see, that managed to be big resistance with the ETF approval, getting that rejection. So we need to take that level into consideration, right? Just realizing that we possibly could fill that wick and then come back down, okay? So I'll be paying close attention. It's definitely a level for a swing short position, because if we do start correcting down in the next coming days after claiming here the highs of Wednesday, we need to take into consideration that weekly level of rejection. This level is going to get a reaction, whether it is $200 or $2,000. It's likely going to get a reaction, okay, at least of a few $100s, in my personal opinion. Now, after this, we have to consider what price action are we going to create. Will we lose the highs of Wednesday? That will definitely not be looking good here. We'll be looking very double toppy. Of course, you will be still in a very strong uptrend. So if you are speculating in any short positions, you need to short the exact levels. I would not get into a short as you coming down here at this level, because you're in an uptrend, right? You want to try and attempt those shorts either in a swing failure pattern from the highs of Wednesday. That is definitely a shorting level where you could short as you lose the highs. Be very defensive with your stop loss if you're already in some relatively good profits, just in case the price manages to create a higher low, get support, and comes back to the highs, okay? Would not short here as you move down, realizing that you are in an uptrend, right? Just for any of those higher time frame traders out there. Now, more locally, levels of interest, of course, is this naked point of control, which is basically previous day point of control. I would consider here not taking a look at this pivot high and this pivot low, because we already hit the 0.88. You want to take a look at Fibonacci from the latest pivot highs, which are these two, to the pivot low that has been created, okay, during yesterday. So yesterday's pivot high to yesterday's pivot low, we can see how 618 Fibonacci, of course, the most respected Fibonacci level, has been rejected just today here at the $62,600 range, right? Managed to get that peak at 62,800. Consolidation, big major pullback. What do we have next as a big level? The naked point of control, previous day point of control with the 7/8 Fibonacci. This is my second favorite Fibonacci level, just proven with track record and data. It is the second most respected one, in my opinion, even more than 382 and 50%. Now, this level is in confluence with the naked point of control. Could we be forming a Gartley pattern as well? Of course, the timing is definitely not symmetrical. If we were to shoot up there in the next coming hours, I would want to see a bit of choppiness, consolidation, and then moving up to that level here in between Saturday and Sunday, just to keep it a little bit more symmetrical, of course. That is definitely a possibility. The more choppiness we do create in between today and tomorrow and start building up here and then possibly hit that level, I would be looking for a reaction at that zone for a possible decent pullback, okay? That is a major level that I'm going to take into consideration here for the next possible day trading setup, setting some alerts right there to check the reaction once we hit that level. Remember, if you are interested in trading and you're not trading on Bybit, I'm not sure where you're trading. Bybit, for me, the #1 crypto trading platform. You do get that exclusive bonus with my link down below in the description with that $30,000 deposit bonus. So if you want to save on your deposit, you want to make sure to sign up to Bybit, my favorite crypto trading platform, to buy on spot or to use leverage. And if you cannot use Bybit, you can use 𝗬𝗫, of course. No KYC required. You do get $20,000 deposit bonus. Save your money here by depositing on these exchanges. Get your money back here for leverage trading. 𝗬𝗫, guys, also have the lowest fees currently, which is 0.001 on, futures, which is crazy. They have 0% on spot. So check out 𝗬𝗫, link down below. Something to considerate. We have Coinbase. The main reason as well for that big flash crash that we had on Wednesday, we see the Coinbase CEO says, obviously we know that Coinbase started to lag. Nobody could trade for, I don't know what was the time. I don't trade on Coinbase or SpotBuy or anything. I use Bybit, as you know. Bybit is fine. They can support hundreds of thousands of transactions per second. And it seemed like we are dealing with a large surge of traffic that crashed the exchange. So Coinbase crashed. I don't know if it was for 10 minutes or for an hour. But hey, just imagine people that wanted to sell some Bitcoin, right, at the $63,000, $64,000 range, or wanted to buy or do whatever. You had the exchange crashing, which is, hey, not a big deal, right? I don't like this. I haven't experienced this with Bybit. This is why Bybit for me is the #1, guys. So make sure to, take advantage of that exclusive deal that you have down below in the description. So yeah, many issues right there. I remember BitMEX. Oh my goodness, BitMEX, when I used to start trading crypto after I was trading stocks in 2017, I used BitMEX, and that has to be the most horrible exchange for futures trading that I ever experienced in my life. It was laggy. It was just a terrible exchange. Obviously, they must have changed right now. I haven't been trading there for over 4 or 5 years since I started with Bybit. But that was really dodgy. There was many times that you could not get into those trading positions. You want to stay away from the exchanges that cannot deal big volatility and big volume, right? So anyway, major level here of interest on on Bitcoin, you know, that $63,000 range. I like it. It could fail auction the highs of today. You have that previous day point of control from this consolidation that we had. Big major level, guys. You know, like I said, there was a really nice a level that we mentioned yesterday in the Legends Trading community. That was obviously the previous day point of control with the 618. You know the deal. You know, these levels do get a reaction. You can just get in, get out, manage risk very, very well, accept a small little loss if you break it, okay? But you need that reaction, right? Look at this reaction. You hit it once, boom, you hit it twice with a local double bottom. Easy, simple, be patient, wait for those double bottoms if you didn't get in the first touch, okay? First touches are a little bit risky. They could just break through, right? If you're fighting a pump and you get into a short, you really don't know if it's going to break through, right? Many times it just breaks through. So the best scenario, obviously, is waiting for the first touch and waiting for the second top right there. Local double top that gives you a much better opportunity if you do get that rejection. This is the same scenario that happened yesterday right over here. You get the first touch, a little bit risky because you're like you're fighting a train that is going against you, right? Which is this falling knife. Do you want to get in? Are you speculating in that naked point of control to hold? But then you get the bounce and then you come back down. Boom, beautiful, double bottom. Once you get these candlesticks not managing to break through, that is your long trigger. Your long trigger is right over here. You can see the reaction. You're not breaking through. Bang. This is your long trigger. Stop loss down below. You get the recovery. You're out of the market as soon as you hit some resistance levels. Now, there was no major reaction here at this range, okay? I was looking at these lows to possibly get a reaction. However, you just blasted through here. You formed this double bottom, broke the neckline, and obviously, you know, did get a little bit of a resistance zone from these lows, as you can see on the chart. You have some lows right there that did provide the resistance yesterday. Could have taken profits here, you know, as well. However, you know, level to level trading, just easy, in, out. You know, if you do break through, then you can hold some of that long position, but you need to take profits at some point because then, you know, if you're very, very defensive, you just get stopped out as you get the move down, right? So you want to take those profits. We are trying to get that move here to the upside very, very nicely. We're going to take a look at CVD divergence. We're possibly forming a little bit of bullish CVD divergence here during the last few hours. Yeah, oh my goodness, this is looking relatively good. We have some massive bullish CVD divergence created during the last few hours in between yesterday's and today's price action. No, this is actually early today. You can see how we are forming those higher lows right there and extreme lower lows on all of the exchanges, you know, managing, you know, the price managing to consolidate here, creating a higher low. Very, very nice. Very likely that this high is going to be taken in the next coming hours, just purely based off the big bullish CVD divergence forming here in between yesterday and today, basically looking at yesterday's lows. When we do zoom in here more locally, there is no bearish CVD divergence. We are forming higher highs on the price action right over there, higher highs on the CVD. There's really not much going on locally here. So overall, looks like that those highs at $63,000 are going to be claimed potentially in the next coming hours. Looking very, very good. Let's go right away through the comment section and continue here. When are you moving, Andy? I am moving on Monday. I mean, I didn't do a video yesterday. I need to apologize on that. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's a big move for me. Moving with girlfriend, moving with my dogs, getting everything out of the house, sending some stuff there. You know, paperwork, it's a little bit crazy times for me, not sleeping very, very well. It's a big move, not giving too much attention, you know, to basically YouTube community, doing a little bit, but could do more. Once I am settled, then obviously it's going to be full time. It's going to be full time. This is my life, but right now my life is a little bit on standby with the big, massive move that I'm making in the next coming days. So, yeah, anyway. Bearish-Gartley, yes sir, Bearish-Gartley, yes, Aditya, you're very, very right. I would be a little bit concerned about this, you know, this Bearish-Gartley right there. I mean, if you do go all the way up here now to the 7/8 Fibonacci, you know, it's very, very dodgy Gartley, right? It's like It's a bit of deformed Gartley. It would be nice to see it in between Saturday and Sunday to get that scaled move to the upside. This is a level that it could just blast through, okay? It's something that we need to pay attention. If you just hit that level, you know, I would be cautious with an instant short. Like I said, I want to see that level, get the reaction, and then possibly hit here again. And I'm looking for that double top scenario, very similar to what happened yesterday. It's just a matter of being patient. It could take in between 1 or 2 hours to hit the level, come down, hit it again, double top, and then you get in the major corrective move to lower levels. Something very similar that happened yesterday. These are beautiful setups, okay, that you need to take into consideration. If you're in doubt of, hey, I shorted here, you know, it's playing out very nicely. Where do I take profits? Where you take them at the local levels of support. And one of the easiest ones would be the VWAP. Take VWAP into consideration. VWAP does provide a lot of resistance here and support many times, right? You're above the VWAP. It does manage to hold as support or gets a reaction, okay? So that would be like the easiest target zone here, the VWAP, to take into consideration. And of course, you need to realize that market locally in between yesterday and today is forming higher lows, right? So getting into a short position and getting a reaction here at the VWAP, not taking profit is, it's irresponsible. You know, every trader is different. You don't want to take profits here. You want to risk it and believe that the VWAP will be broken and believe that the next support will be broken. And this is a high. You know, it's all up to you. Like I said, trading is about level to level. It's level to level trading. And that's how trading works. Getting random predictions that we're going to hit all-time high in the next 3 days is just really random. You know, whoever is talking like that, I would definitely be cautious, right, to take these predictions. Anyway, my thread says, good evening. Could you have a look at one again? Absolutely. I will take a look at one again many times, as much as you want. Let's take a look at one again here on the chart. Wi-Fi. I bought a small little bag of Wi-Fi. This is, you know, it seems like that deepen is going to be the new next thing. We had metaverse, we've got gaming, we had DeFi back in 2020. We have AI also during the last several months, right? And it seems like deepen is going to be the new thing, right? The new hype thing. And Wi-Fi map, I did get a small bag. I didn't get too much of it. But it seems the chart was looking very good, right? We mentioned this a few days ago on a live stream saying, you know, hey, this chart looks amazing. This had a massive pump back in December and it got a massive pullback and it's going sideways. This is ready to start moving to the upside here when we were talking about it around about the 12-13 cent level. So far, so good. It is up about 35% since the live stream. So far, so good. Wi-Fi, we are seeing it getting a relatively nice pump during the last few days. Altcoin season, baby. Are we on altcoin season? I think so. There's something very interesting. Hey, one coin, we had a fake out from this, you know, lower high. Well, yeah, you could arguably discuss if we do connect these lower highs properly right over here. We did reject from it here in December, getting a beautiful pullback. One coin looks good. It got choppiness here at the highs during the last few days. We mentioned this. We need to be cautious, you know, about a double top. But as we know, many altcoins have created a first wave up in November, December of 2023. And in January, most of the altcoins got that nice pullback in a descending wedge structure. A lot of them have broken out. A lot of them are halfway. A lot of them are testing the highs, just at like one right now, breaking out relatively successfully. You could be a little bit in doubt right now. There's no, you know, but you would expect here after this consolidation moving up, you know, for it to follow through in the coming days. A lot of them have already pumped very aggressively, right? Such as Theta, such as Uniswap, right? When you do take a look at Uniswap, right? And we can take a look at that on the chart right over here. Shall we go with Theta? Let's go with Theta or Uniswap. It doesn't matter. What we can see here, let me just get this on. Yeah, when we do take a look at, let's go right here. Oh, there we have it. It's a very similar pump right now. when we do take a look at Theta, we're mirroring it with Harmony 1. Of course, Theta did hit the 1.618 extension. Very, very similar price action right now. We see one picking up during the last few days. Let's get Theta off the chart and analyze the extension, because Theta network did manage to hit the 1.618 extension. You would expect these mid-large cap coins such as OneCoin to get that extension here also, potentially in the coming days, right? We're kind of in that third wave right there, looking very, very good. And that extension at the 1.618 is sitting at the 3.6 cent level. That would already be a relatively nice pump of 40%. I would expect that to happen, because as you are breaking out from this descending wedge as well, and the classic target is coming all the way up to the high of the wedge after a major descending wedge, sideways, downside momentum, right? Breaking through the resistance level, you have the clear bottom right there, one wave. Two, you're looking for that third wave to get to the top of the wedge, and usually you would expect the price action to get a bit of more pumpy momentum above the wedge, right? And that is sitting exactly where we have the 1.618 extension from wave 1 to 2, giving us a target of 3.6 cents approximately, right? Which would be in confluence of testing the high of the wedge. So it looks pretty good. We've seen many altcoins here getting the momentum. This is looking relatively good. I would expect one, unless Bitcoin gets a major crash of $5,000, we will see that flash crash, okay? So for all of those people that are using leverage, make sure to be very, very cautious. You want to get into those pullbacks, okay? OneCoin did get a little bit of a little flash crash as well on Wednesday, as Bitcoin did. You know, they mirror Bitcoin, okay? Not too much to the upside, but yes, to the downside. And overall, you want to consider getting into those aggressive pullbacks, okay? So looking very good, very steady to the upside. I would expect this to continue to the upside. We have Dogecoin, another coin that we mentioned a few days ago. Bang, there we have it, you know, absolutely rocketing. Dogecoin, same scenario. We were talking about this on a live stream a few days ago, expecting the same scenario where we were looking for the one wave, two wave, consolidating very, very nicely. We talked about this a few days ago. Hey, Dogecoin sitting at the 9 cent level, I would expect it to get a major pump, just like Shiba, just like Pepe. If the meme coins, high cap meme coins get the pump, then obviously you would expect the other meme coins that have high caps, such as Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Pepe, Bonk, you name it, right? The high cap meme coins will follow as well. And there we have Dogecoin here getting the relatively nice pump in the last few days, right? Getting a massive rise of what, 60-70% in a matter of a few days. I know somebody that was talking about this, of course, in the Legends trading community, and that was 𝗬volt. 𝗬volt very much expecting that pump here on Dogecoin, also on Pepe. He's been absolutely crushing it here in the Legends trading community, looking for those pumps on the meme coins, and he's been, you know, absolutely crushing it. He's been focusing on some altcoins these days and meme coins, and he's been predicting Dogecoin, you know, Pepe, to get that explosive move so you can jump into that trade and make an absolute killing. So shout out to you, 𝗬volt. I'm not sure if you are here. There he is. The memes are mooning. There he is in the comment section. 𝗬volt, shout out to you, my man. Absolutely crushing it in the Legends trading community with those meme coins in advance before they get that pump. 𝗬𝗏𝗏 says, Filecoin, please, Andy. Let's take a look here at Filecoin here for 𝗬𝗏𝗏. What is File doing? I think obviously File is a relatively good project for the bull run. Yeah, I mean, you would arguably discuss that this is it's doing the same thing, right? Doing the same thing. We talked about Filecoin here, about the double bottom many months ago, back in November, December, about the double bottom, you know, the symmetrical triangle at the resistance. We're looking for explosive breakout. Bang, you got it. You came back down, bounced out the support. You are struggling very much at this high, right? It's a very, very choppy. I would expect this to be like a bullish flag reaccumulation and get the follow through. And it's a similar scenario here than OneCoin, where you do have the lower high resistance, right? You know, it's not really much of a wedgie structure. Not really much of a wedgie structure. However, looking at the rest of the altcoins that have pumped in November, December, and take into consideration that this could be that third wave, and we're just seeing a lot of altcoins lagging behind, right? They're bubbling up here for the next impulsive move, being that third wave that could take the extension here to the 1.618, right? A lot of them lagging behind. They just pump out of nowhere, and you know, possibly you have a target zone here at the $12.60 that might take. It might take a few more days, even a 1 to 2 weeks. And you might think, why? Why do you think so? Well, it's just purely based on the timing, okay? The timing is extremely important. Like I mentioned, Fibonacci time, the price, the market moves with time as well. And you can see here how, yeah, I mean, basically, when we do take a look at the timing here from the low, it could take here, if you are looking for this impulsive move to be very, very similar in timing after this corrective move, then you're looking here possibly for that third wave to possibly finish round about the 7th, 6th of April. I mean, yeah, there's a long time. You know, third waves are usually quite impulsive and could get very, very fast, but 0.618 1-to-1, 0.618 would be 11th of March. So it would be too early. If you start pumping now, you could expect a severe corrective move. I would expect that third wave to still, you know, possibly a little bit more in timing, a few more days with time. Of course, it all depends on that demand. It might, you know, it might just rocket here in a matter of 2 days to that level. If it does get the pullback, I would see this as a major opportunity in the case of Filecoin, because it's pretty obvious looking at the rest of the altcoins that you formed the low here back in October, formed a high here in between December and January, getting the pullback in January. A lot of the altcoins have hit the 1.618, such as Uniswap, such as Theta, such as many other mid-cap coins. And if you do see this one, if it does get the pullback just based on its lagging behind and it has an effect here with the Bitcoin pullback, I would just see this one as a major opportunity. It would just mean one thing here for me, that this third wave has only created the first move to the upside, and that would be counting this as the first wave here to the upside, meaning that you're going to form that ABC corrective move. That is, if we were to get the pullback, I would not be scared at all. I would just see this as the first wave up, okay, from that third wave to the upside when we do count this as a 1, 2, and 3, right? I wouldn't be too scared, and based on a pullback here, I would just see it as a major big opportunity. A lot of the altcoins lag behind, and some of them just get influenced by the crash, well, a major corrective move on Bitcoin, right? If Bitcoin corrects $5,000, you are going to see altcoins getting a flash crash or a major pullback, right? It just happens. We saw it on Wednesday as Bitcoin was crashing, right? Getting that flash crash. A lot of the altcoins did get that flash crash. This is why if you're using leverage, you need to be very cautious and very defensive, right? If you're following the trend with those retracements, be very defensive. But I would only see that as another opportunity, because very unlikely we're going to get beneath this second wave. So any pullbacks at this range, and I would be counting here round about 50%, 618 Fibonacci, right, is just going to be a major opportunity zone for Filecoin in this case. Because I would see this as the first wave up from that third wave, right? If you're counting this as a 1, 2, you're inside of the third wave right now. However, this could be the first wave up that could get that pullback. You're going to get a lot of people fearful. Oh my goodness, this is not doing, you know, what other altcoins have been doing, and then you get the move up. So I would take that into consideration here if you were to fail to move above this high. It's getting very choppy at the highs here. So just take into consideration that you know, this would be an opportunity zone, especially if you kind of claim these lows right there from the flash crash on Wednesday, or this low created on the 21st of February. I would take that level as a failed auction level. So if you move down here in the 3-wave structure, get beneath the level, consolidate, would definitely be eyeing for long positions here. You're looking for that wedgie structure, get above those lows, and then it's bang, it's off to the races. But you don't want to jump in along here. You want to jump here at the lows as you consolidate, as you recover. It's definitely the zone where we would want to get in, right? In the case of Filecoin, it's possibly just going to break through here. It's possibly just going to manage to break through. However, we'd take that into consideration. It's a trading plan, and we take a look at different altcoins and we create plans. And this would be a plan for the case of Filecoin. I've got Budiano. Thanks for the super chat, my brother. Do you have Vanry coin in your bag, bro? Explain chart, please. Vanry. Let's take a look at Vanry right away. What do I think about Theta? Says Andre. I like Theta network. I'm not sure about Theta. I haven't done any research on Theta with a Z, but I like TH Theta. I do have a bag of TH Theta. Let's take a look at Vanry. I do not hold any Vanry in my portfolio. I have no idea what this is. Vanry. I have no idea what this is. It's 124. It's a mid-low cap cryptocurrency. I'm going to take a look at this on the chart right away here for the legends. Let's go and take a look at Vanry. It's doing its job. It's doing its job. Clear accumulation scenario right there with the spring point. Clear accumulation with spring point right there. Yeah, you could arguably discuss that this is on the way to go to higher levels. You know, I would see this as a 1 wave up, 2 wave in this kind of ascending, you know, complex corrective structure, and we are inside of that 3rd wave. I would expect this one to actually go to higher levels on the chart. When you do take a look at this zone of the last 12 months, it is pretty damn clear, right? It is pretty damn clear that this has formed that accumulation schematic here, looking at Wyckoff accumulation, right? When you do take a look at this chart over here, right? You formed an accumulation creating a spring point, right? It's pretty clear when you do take a look at this, right? The lows created in between September and October of 2023, right? Pretty damn obvious that this was an accumulation coming from a major downtrend, right? It's just it happens every single time, and then you had it here. So this was the sign of strength, and you would expect follow through. You do form a kind of a symmetrical triangle here in the face D, as you can see, getting above the levels of resistance that have been formed in late 2022 and part of 2023. And you get that kind of symmetrical triangle forming a powerful reaccumulation zone. And that is basically this triangle right over here, right? When you do see this kind of this formation, which is above the highs from 2022 and 2023 after that spring point, right? That would be the spring point right over here. And you would expect the price to follow through in the next coming months, not losing the highs here from 2022 and 2023. So the best case scenario for a re-entry on this, which I think is would only happen if Bitcoin gets a severe corrective move, would be getting a flirting around here with a 6.8 cent level, which is the highs of 2022 and 2023. That would be kind of the best zone to rebuy here. And you need to consolidate, okay? Because if you create a massive fall like this, it would be like, whoa. You want to see the price creating the choppiness, right? Get down to that level and consolidate here for a few days, you know that that is your buying point. You would expect that to get a bounce. It might even not go down to those levels. It's just major bear market consolidation. You know, you just expect the price to follow through in the next coming months. It's just such a pretty clear, obvious accumulation. I didn't see this chart, obviously. What we did spot is the accumulation on Chainlink, and I bought a huge amount of Chainlink during 2022 and 2023 at this, you know, at the $6-7 range. It was just very, very nice to accumulate Chainlink at the $6-7 levels. So yeah, this does look relatively good. If we are speculating that we are inside of that third wave here in the case of this altcoin, we would expect, looking at the possible projection from the low to the high of wave 1 to the low of wave 2 to hit round about the 15-cent level, and that could be in the next couple of weeks, if not days, obviously, right? It depends on the FOMO once we kick next week, right? Once we start Monday. But it looks relatively good here, leaving the accumulation zone of the highs after the spring point with this huge symmetrical triangle. It's just textbook. It is pure textbook that we've seen that sign of strength here between December and January here in the case of Vanry, this altcoin, and it does look pretty powerful here for the next coming weeks. That is my take on this altcoin. Let's continue here right away with the comment sectionos. Show Andy some love by hitting the like button, guys. Absolutely. Destroy that like button, legends, if you do not mind. If you do not mind, we got only 200 likes. We can get to 300 likes, guys. If you do enjoy the stream, you know, share some love. We talk about, you know, textbook analysis. We talk about education, what good altcoins could see some really good momentum in the next coming weeks. Come on, guys. Just share some love here. I am here to spend some time just for you. So just asking for a little smashy on the likey. Oxygen blasting. Yeah, my oxygen is blasting also. What is going on here with oxygen? Oxygen. This one, it looks like it is. This is an 8 million market cap. These are the ones, you know, you want to have a 2 or 3 very speculative low cap coins. This is under $10 million market cap. This is a baby. I have no idea. It's on the Solana blockchain, but it's definitely worth having some of these DeFi Prime brokerage protocol to help get liquidity and rest of it. I have no idea what this project is, but Oxygen, let's take a look at the ticker symbol right over there to see what's going on with this one. Oxy US dollar. It's on Kraken. That's good. Oh, I mean, it's very low liquidity. Very, very low liquidity. But it's found a nice base here during the last 12 to 18 months. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this is popping already during the last few days, making over a 2x in a matter of, 24, 48 hours. The one that I have had a bag and, you know, mentioned that is one of my speculative altcoins, low cap coins. You know, I have Saito, I have Unibright, I have Umbrella, and Unibright has been exploding during the last 48 hours, doing very, very well. You know, I hope that this one is going to go to $1 or so. I would be happy if it goes to $1. Very, very happy. And this one did get a huge, gigantic pump in the last few days, right, of over 200%, which is very, very nice to see. Obviously, I do strongly believe that this project, you know, it's pure enterprise. It's a German project. Let's see if it does kick off in the alt season. Doing relatively good. It's one of my low risky cap coins that I believe that could obviously not 50x from current levels, you know, but from current levels would believe a 10x right now because it has pumped over 200% in the last few days. So little late, right? It's like this one, jumping on this one, you're a little late to look for that 50x, right? 40x, right? When you see this pump. Legends, your target for Theta. Well, my target for Theta Theta, my target for Theta, I would expect another wave here to the upside, and it all depends on this consolidation that we form on the next few days. I mean, this was really, really nice to see on Theta. I mean, look at this. This is just, we were speculating on Theta back in November that it was going to break out from this descending wedge structure at some point in the next coming weeks, right? And it did obviously get a massive breakout. And you can see how this is beautifully respecting the first wave here of the bull market, forming this third wave inside of the first wave. Let me just quickly explain here what I've just said, because probably you might be thinking that I'm a crackhead and I don't know what I'm talking about, but I want to explain it very, very carefully. I want to explain here that this is very likely after a huge, massive bear market in this massive accumulation descending wedge structure, that this is currently just before the halving stages, the first wave up from a massive move to the upside, third wave structure that should happen in late 2024, followed here for the next impulsive move in the bull run. So this is kind of the first little taste of the first major wave. No doubt we'll be seeing a relatively sharp corrective move here, because you know the deal, right? You know the deal. You get that excitement pump at some point and a relatively sharp crash, right? And it just happens, right? It happens. And I think, you know, this could happen in the next coming months, where it gets a really nice pump. You get people excited, and then you get a 40-50% drop. And you're like, oh my goodness, what just happened? So that is going to be the opportunity zone, in my opinion, right? You're going to see hype moment here during the next coming months, coming weeks and months on altcoins around the halving stages, maybe a couple of months after the halving. And then you're likely going to see a severe pullback, which will mean that we are inside of that second wave, giving you the second opportunity to buy in to probably get rich, right? It's just how it's going to play, right? It is not going to go up in a straight line. We need to be strong. We need to analyze the situation and understand the market. And this is why this is what is likely to happen. We are only in the first wave stages that we have created during the last few months, because this bull run is going to take, 12 to 18 months more, right? So we just need to go with the momentum, with the waves. And you can see here the cheat sheet, right? Massive pump, massive bear market, sideways, boring momentum to the downside for over 18 months. And what do we have? Of course, we have the classic cheat sheet right over here, where it's just, this is basically what has happened during the last few years. We've had 2021 massive bull run, 2022 being the massive bear market, and obviously followed by 2022, 2023 sideways momentum in a descending wedge structure. Anger, this is when anger plays, and depression. Crypto is dead. 2022, this is Bitcoin's going to 12K, right? Very, very anger and depression stages emotionally for a lot of people. And we are in the kind of disbelief rally. A lot of people understand that this is the early stages of the bull run for many altcoins, but this is a sucker's rally. We have still many people in doubt with this run, but I think it's the first early stages, right, where you are going to see a severe pullback at some point, right? It's going to be hard emotionally. We just need to hang on in there, guys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy up many altcoins, of course, in that next relatively powerful corrective move that could happen in the next coming months, whether that's in the halving, it's in March, I don't care, it doesn't matter. There will be a severe pullback, and it's going to scare a lot of investors, and it's going to be the best moment to reaccumulate. Let me just go quickly to that scenario that happened back here with Bitcoin during the first wave up, guys. You know what happened at the bottom of the bear market here when we do take a look at Bitcoin back in 2019. Who remembers 2019? Probably a lot of you were not here yet in Bitcoin and crypto in 2019. I surely was. And when we had the first wave here to the upside, because this is the wave one. This is the wave one that happened here relatively early. And you know, then we had the C19 crash, of course. You know, of course we did. We had a relatively big pump in 2019 in the summer, followed by a major corrective move during, you know, late 2019 to beginning stages of 2020. So this happened in March of 2020. We are in March right now of 2024. Yeah, you know, well, are we going to see a severe pullback? Probably yes, but you know what comes next? What comes next is obviously the dreamland, the land of profits, right? Which is obviously no financial advice, you know, obviously no financial advice, but just so you understand the stages here. I mean, when you take a look at Bitcoin, it's like, oh my goodness, you know, what is going on? Well, ETF is going on. That is, we know what is going on. It is pure ETF inflows. So, I mean, we would have to see a severe depression in the world, a massive energy crisis or something outstanding for us to get into a multi-year bear market in crypto from these stages, right? Which is far away from reality at the moment. So what I want to make you understand is, you know, this corrective move on the altcoins could happen in that second wave at some stage in the coming months, just like what happened in March of 2020. It's 4 years by right now, and we're in March of 2024. We did get some corrective moves before the halving, just slightly before the halving stages. Will it happen before halving? During halving, we just need to wait and see, obviously. But I would be expecting here Theta to explode in the bull market, but I would be expecting another wave up here, similar to wave one, okay? Similar to wave one, and peaking out. So if we need to analyze, of course, wave four, because wave four is probably already in, right? We're probably just going to correct to the 0.236 from wave two low here to the top of wave three. We've already hit the 0.236, which happens also for wave fours. You could hit, you know, we're almost tapped 382, the most common one being the 50%, which would be $1.60. I would expect another leg up here on Theta, not managing to get here to touch the wave one, obviously, to get a move to claim the highs again. And that would be the moment that I would be relatively cautious here. Cautious once we break the highs, to expect a peaking point to get a, you know, the last corrective move before we start rocketing here by, you know, summer, end of 2024, you know, following here the major bull market. So that is my kind of prediction on Theta, of course. Scalp C19. Scalp C19. Theta is available on Bybit for anybody that is like, where can I buy Theta? Where can I trade Theta? You can buy and trade Theta on Bybit, of course, my #1 crypto exchange. Remember, you got that exclusive deal only with my link in the description, also followed with that 20% fee discount. People don't like paying fees. You do get that discount only with my link down below, legends. If you cannot trade on Bybit, of course, you can trade Theta on 𝗖𝗆 for anybody that does not want to do KYC, just with an email and a password. You got 𝗖𝗆 as well with that exclusive bonus, legends. Let's continue. Let's continue through the comment section right away. Mark Dutchie's in the house. We got more Dutchies in the house. My goodness, then this is going to be dangerous. If we got more Dutchies in the comment section, this can be dangerous. God bless you, sir. God bless you as well, Nizam. Jesus, the Messiah, like 𝗖cie𝗺𝗺𝘆 says. Absolute legend. I need to get a treadmill. In Dubai and start doing some content and analysis while walking. I did a live stream. I did a collaboration a couple of months ago with him, and he said, "Dude, you need to get a treadmill. It's awesome. You will improve. You'll be happy. You'll be." I'm happy now, but you know, pretty epic. Spell please says hi then. Let's take a look at Spell. 𝗖cie𝗺𝗺𝘆. Got to get him on the show again. Got to get him. Do a collab with 𝗖cie𝗺𝗺𝘆. Absolute legend. Let's take a look at what's this one that you said here. Mark Dutch, Gifted 10 Bitcoin sensors memberships. Absolute legends. Let's take a look at 𝗬 right away on the chart. What are we seeing on 𝗬? Woo! This one is pumping. This one's pumping. My goodness. This one's pumping. Is 𝗬 a low cap, mid cap? 𝗬. Mid cap, 223 million. I have no idea what this is. But it's, you know, there's thousands of altcoins, guys. It's pumping relatively nice. This is the first pumps of the early stages of the bull run. I have to say, I obviously dropped very aggressively. Look at this. On the launch, just imagine launching at 2 cents and going to a fraction of a cent. Oh my goodness. You know, a lot of people, you know, that buy at these stages, you need to understand the market cycles. And, you know, when cryptocurrencies launch at, you know, say a cryptocurrency launches in late 2024, early 2025, say Bitcoin's at $100,000+. When you have cryptocurrencies launching, when Bitcoin's well above all-time high from the previous cycle, you want to stay cautious. You want to stay away. This is not the moment to get in, because you're going to get trapped for a few years. And probably this altcoin is not going to reach all-time highs in the next cycle. So obviously bottom, you know, you found a beautiful bottom right there. This is a great sideways momentum range to accumulate. It's pretty obvious. Pretty obvious. There's nothing. Selling pressure is over. Selling pressure is over. This ain't a bear flag. This is accumulation stage. So I mean, it's a mid cap coin. Yeah, this is kind of in a third wave structure at the moment here. I mean, if you were to count this as a very complex impulsive diagonal here, right there, and then this is a corrective move, you're kind of in a very explosive third wave right there. It's still inside of the you know, I would expect this to claim this high right there, but then I would be extremely cautious. Would be extremely cautious here once you claim this high. In the case of this coin, this ain't a moment to be interested in a coin. Okay, it's not a zone where you should be interested in buying some spot 𝗬. Yeah, of course it could go to you know, higher levels and pump another 20-30%, but if you do count the waves here, if you buy at this zone, you're just going to get trapped for a few months. You're likely going to get better buying prices here in the next coming months at some point. Okay, so it will likely take this high in the coming days, weeks, and it will just not be the greatest zone to buy in, because you're going to buy at high levels. You're going to panic sell possibly if you get a corrective move. But once you find a nice bottom formation, being the largest second wave right there, it's the moment you want to rebuy again for the next powerful third wave that should happen late 2024, maybe during the summer, after the summer. So yeah, just be cautious on the pumps that are happening right now. You know, if you're not in already the altcoins from these pumps, you're likely going to be at the same price levels or lower in the next coming months. Okay. Andy loves bottoms. You got that damn well. You got that damn right, 𝗬. I love bottoms. Yes, sir. You know what we do with bottoms. We do things. 𝗬, absolute legend. A coach also in the community. Absolutely crushing 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝘶. DV Shark. Take a look at 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Hey, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 have left the station. We have been taking a look. Well, no, I'm not going to say we. I mean, wow, look at this. This is just going absolutely bananas. It's going bananas. Pepe, bonk. Where's Pepe more that we have more chart data? Come on. Yeah, Pep. Ooh, it's kind of back. Is it back at the highs? Is it back at the highs? I'm not sure if this is the all-time high on Pepe, but Pepe is just absolutely mooning, doing a 4x in a few days. Woo! No, more like almost a 3x. Sorry, my bad. from the lows here of February, but it's almost a 300, yeah, almost a 4x in a matter of 3 weeks, right? Of course, we do have DeVault as well predicting these breakouts. Of course, hey, this ain't a moment to be interested at the moment in buying 𝗵𝗵. We do have DeVault absolutely crushing some meme coins here, such as 𝗵𝗵. He's been taking a look at Doge, Shiba, absolutely crushing here during the last few days, expecting that momentum. So a shout out to you if you want that massive analysis on, you know, different altcoins and stuff. Of course, DeVault is absolutely crushing it here in the Legends trading community. He is a coach here in the community, absolutely crushing the analysis and the predictions. You know, when I do take a look at 𝗵𝗵 right now, it's like, damn, you know, we should have been taking a look at 𝗵𝗵, you know, a few days ago, not right now. You know, not right now. It's just very, very close to the highs. And, you know, will it smash the highs or double top? It's all a matter of, it's very, very risky. You know, you could arguably discuss that 𝗵𝗵 is kind of in a third wave move. It's in a third wave move right there. If you do take a look at this bottom formation, it's in a third wave move. It could be already in that fifth wave move here. Just really not a zone that I would be interested when you're close to the highs. Anyway, shout out to DeVault for that insane analysis on meme coins. Absolutely crushing it, making absolute insane gains. If you want more exclusive updates, guys, you know the deal. A Legends trading community where you have that pure education from myself and DeVault, crushing it with the altcoins. Your Legends trading community is where you're going to absolutely take your trading to the next level, okay? We're not a signals channel. It's not a signals where buy here, sell here. It's educating the people, explaining the levels, explaining the momentum, explaining the risk management, so you can fish on your own in the next 6 to 12 months, right? People that are only looking for signals are the ones destined to fail in the mid-long term. You want to educate yourself, okay, to understand how the market moves. Legends, thank you very much for joining the stream. I am out right now in the next coming minutes. Thank you very much for joining. Yeah, God bless you, and I will see you in tomorrow's live stream.